continue.
There we go.
And everyone please go dark so that we can only show the people who are speaking in the recording.
It seems very well. The strength and stability of the kingdom lie in these virtues of its people: creativity, service, chivalry, and prowess. Like links in a chain, each must be strong, for if one fails, all will fail. There are many who defend our kingdom with their strengths of arms, and many upon whose service the kingdom stands strong. But the artists and artisans of the kingdom glorify it with their work, bring those varied arts and sciences that might be lost to vibrant life, enriching not only our kingdom of Lochac, but all of the known world. It is these people who, by their labors, allow us to step from the ordinary into the extraordinary. Moreover, they do not serve us by giving our game, they not only serve us by giving our game form and substance, but teach others their skill, so that nothing may be lost. Let the members of the Order of the Laurel turn on their video and attend upon their majesties.
Laurels, we feel that your order is lacking, and after lengthy consultation with you, we have found that you are in agreement with our own wishes, and we are minded to increase your number by 1. Harold, can you please call the candidate?
The majesties do call forth Miriam bat Shimeon.
Miriam, we are minded to admit you to the right noble Order of the Laurel. Is there a spokesperson from the Order of the Laurel?
Yes. I am Frida Livsdotter, and I've been asked to speak on behalf of the Order of the Laurel. What can I say? There is a slight problem, however, with me speaking on behalf of the Order, which is that I'm not an embroiderer. So any comments I could make about Miriam's embroidery would be a pale imitation of what any more knowledgeable people, Laurel otherwise, could actually say. The same could be said for me speaking about her cooking or her teaching about the spread of coffee and chocolate throughout Europe. But what I can discuss is Miriam's desire to share her accumulated knowledge. Miriam is the sort of person who, if you ask her about any of these topics, will offer to share her knowledge, her resources, and her skills with you, from patiently explaining how she made that perfect stitch to pointing you towards online resources, bringing along books to a meeting, or charting extant embroideries so that you can reproduce them. Miriam's passion to share information and therefore improve the SCA for everyone is plain to see. So therefore, I consider Miriam to be my peer.
Thank you.
Are there speakers from any of the other orders?
Yes, Your Majesty. I am Baroness Anne, and it is my honour today to speak for the Order of the Pelican. When I first met Baroness Miriam, we were in far more humbler garb and far more humbler roles, working in kitchens long and hard. But the thing that I noticed with Miriam is that she made of her service an art. She gifted it freely, generously, and to all who would ask her for assistance. And while you see that in a kitchen, in a way that's almost like a dance, you then look at these people and you see that Miriam applies this art of service in all that she does, whether or not it's her role as Baroness or the work that she does right across the kingdom to help and guide and to support. She is most definitely my peer.
Wolfram, I, Wolfram Flammenherz, would speak for the Order of the Chivalry. Are we on? In the respect of Miriam's behavior, as I've always considered her to be a peer in her behavior, she treats everyone with great courtesy. Her dealing with people is what I call fierce, in the respect of she treats everybody with great courtesy, even when she has to be doing something that she finds less to her being. She's always polite. She stands for her populace as Baroness, and as Seneschal, as whatever the role she happens to fill. She provides support for not only her populace, but other artisans. And in her general demeanor, I would consider her my peer.
I'm Maestro Ibn Jalal, and I speak for the Order of Defense. I've known Miriam for quite a while because of our mutual interest in the Middle Eastern research. And her chiefly has been through her embroidery, actually watching her grow and develop her prowess. Prowess being something our order epitomizes, I suppose, is the word that gets used. I actually can't speak to her prowess except as a fencing master to say, I love her point control and her willingness to stab something thousands and thousands of times. I can speak to the other things that we in the order consider very important, which is building the community around her. As been highlighted already, Miriam shares her material prodigiously. I have seen her share it here within Lochac and within the known world. I, in fact, have been the recipient of the tsunami that is Miriam when you actually ask a question. I once asked the question, have you actually looked at the Persian cloud collars? The next thing I know, I have something like 50 pages of research landing on my doorstep. This is what makes Miriam my peer.
Wonderful.
Thank you, everyone. Miriam, mindful of your skills in the field of embroidery and responsive to the wishes of your peers, you're minded to admit you to the Order of the Laurel. Will you accept this honor from us?
I will.
Can the Order please go dark now by switching off their videos?
Miriam, will you give us your word that you'll henceforth comport yourself as befits a peer of our realm, as you most surely have until now, and that you will attempt in all your endeavours to be a noble example to our people?
I will.
Will you promise further to treat all with courtesy and to uphold the laws and traditions of our kingdom?
I will.
Will you swear fealty to us and the throne and kingdom of Lochac?
I definitely will.
Though we are apart, the bonds of fealty do chain us together. Miriam, take up your chain to swear your fealty on.
Take that off.
To your liege and before your peers, repeat after me. Here do I swear.
Here do I swear.
by mouth and hand.
by mouth and hand.
Fealty and service to the crown and kingdom of Lochac.
Fealty and service to the crown and kingdom of Lochac.
To speak and to be silent.
To speak and to be silent.
To come and to go.
To come and to go.
To strike and to spare.
To strike and to spare.
To do and to be let be.
To do and to let be.
In such matters as concerns the kingdom.
In such matters as concerns the kingdom.
On my honour.
On my honour.
And by the lawful commands of the crown.
And by the lawful commands of the crown.
In need or in plenty.
In need or in plenty.
In peace or in war.
In peace or in war.
In living or in dying.
In living or in dying.
From this hour henceforth.
From this hour henceforth.
Until the crown departs from their throne.
Until the crown departs their throne.
Or death take me, or the world end.
Death take me, or the world end.
So say I.
So say I, Miriam.
These rings represent our fealty to the people of the kingdom, and on them we will swear. We hear your oath and we will remember it. We, for our part, swear fealty to you, Miriam, to protect and defend you and all your household with all our power, from this moment henceforth until we depart our throne, death take us, the world end. So say we, Lochac. We give you the right to wear a chain of fealty, adorned according to your rank. Remember that this is no...
For serenity, beads of jade, a payment for balance, beads of jade for beauty.
Carrying on. Remember that this is no jewel to be admired, but a representation of the binding oaths you have sworn this day.
Can the order please join us in the court by turning on their videos?
The badge of your order is a laurel wreath that may be displayed upon a medallion. Is there a medallion?
Your Majesties, there is a medallion. Unfortunately, the messengers which were bringing it from the place that it had been held to here have been somewhat delayed.
Our border guards are very efficient.
So we have an image of the medallion. We have a stunt medallion. And we have the words of the person presenting the medallion, which is, as I repeat, still to come. And these words are, unto their majesties and connected populace does Countess Lilia bint Hizir send warm greetings. Here today, I am honored to pass on my very personalized laurel medallion to Miriam. In our fair kingdom, the Eastern cultures and arts of the many regions and time periods may look like they are just building momentum, but in truth, they're for a handful of people who these topics have been their passion for a long time. Miriam is one of these people. She has encouraged and supported many to look to extant examples to build their knowledge of Eastern cultures in period. It is my privilege to be included in her elevation. My laurel medallion has a short history, but one of importance to me. Before my elevation to the order, I had been lucky to have had the support and guidance of many in the order, but who's truly got excited about my research and theories were the Laurels known for their research in Eastern cultures and arts. They did open their hearts and libraries to encourage my learning. Dede Master Kilik ibn Sungar ibn al-Kanzangi al-Turhani organized my medallion for me with the help of his beautiful wife, Mistress Branwen of Werkesvorde. Instead of the traditional laurel wreath, my, and now your medallion, has a hand-painted wreath of Ottoman tulips. When I received it, I said, why would you gift me such a beautiful piece? To which Kilich produced a sister medallion saying, for when you get asked for yours. So I gift you the first. It hangs upon a fine Byzantine chain. A culture clash, I know, but it matches so well. Though there are other laurels who support and encourage the learning of Eastern knowledge and arts, the lineage of this medallion is made by Dedekilich ibn Sungar ibn al-Khazagi al-Turhani with the help of a loving hand. Gifted to Mu'allima Lilia bint Hizir. Gifted to Mu'allimar Miriam bat Shimon. May this lineage guide us to the straight path, Al-Fatiha 6, and remind us that when things are too hard to handle, to retreat and count your blessings instead, to continue to encourage others to not dim their light, and to be the next culture invasion of Lochac. Your friend Lilia, Countess Muallima Lilia.
Wonderful. Wear this token as a sign of your estate. Miriam, we make thee mistress of the Laurel. From this day forward, always stand with honour, courage, and nobility. We command you to care for the defenceless, seek justice for those of every station, and maintain the honour of your order. Let Miriam be cloaked as befits her station.
We don't have the laurel cloak. We don't have the old laurel cloak. But we do have a cloak provided by Mistress Frida.
Yeah.
We now proclaim you Mistress Miriam bat Shimon, member of the Order of the Laurel. Greet your peers, however that works.
Huzzah.
For Mistress Miriam bat Shimon, newest member of the Order of the Laurel. 3 cheers. Hip hip.
Huzzah.
Hip hip.
Huzzah.
Hip hip.
Huzzah.
Be it known that their majesties, Theuderic and Engelin, King and Queen of Lochac, do on this day elevate their subject, Miriam, to the peerage of the kingdom, and do name her mistress and admit her to the right noble order of the Laurel. And they do grant upon her by letters patents these arms. Ghouls, on a fest between 3 candles argent, flamant proper, the Hebrew word chayam, azure, to bear and to hold without let or hindrance throughout their realm. And by our word and hand, the 17th day of October, Anno Societatis 55, Theuderic Rex, Engelin, Regina. Your Majesty, there being no further business?
Thank you.